So JD asks, how did you come up with Ordinary Day?
Hey JD, thanks for asking about Ordinary Day. Ordinary Day was probably the song on the EP that I most sort of sat down with an idea of finishing as a song. I think it came very much out of a sort of specific moment in a relationship of mine, where the timing was not right, and I think there's a sort of running theme through a lot of the songs on the EP that's about empathy and trying to see things from other people's perspectives, but also all the songs are very much about hope and hopefulness. And Ordinary Day is sort of no different. It's, even sometimes when you're not sure how things feel, that sometimes just sort of holding until you are more sure about how you feel or how someone else feels about a situation. And it felt like an interesting enough thing to write a song about. And I sort of had that, I just want to hold on till it feels ordinary. I think I started that song with the line from the bridge about enough would make him happy. Enough is full of romance. The word enough is full of romance was the first line I wrote, because I think the word enough is actually an incredibly romantic word. You're enough for me is what a beautiful thing to say to someone when you have the option of 8 billion people on the planet. So enough is basically saying I choose you, and so a language is interesting to me. So that was how that song started.
So Sherry asks, can we hope for more videos for the rest of the EP?
Sherry, you can always hope, but there are only 2 and they are both released. I will tell you that there are lyric videos that are sort of coming, and then there is some live acoustic performance videos that are also coming, of some of the songs. So there is more visual content, but yeah, I could only afford 2 videos.
Lara asks, did you ever get emotional while you were writing one of your songs?
Yeah, I would say Rise Up and Ordinary Day were both songs that in my first attempts to sort of play them through, they were a bit, so sometimes they felt kind of raw to particular memories or things like that. So yes, I have. I think I have enough distance from them now to be able to kind of like play them through and sing them through and whatever, to be able to connect to them without it being overwhelming. I think it's a bit of a prerequisite. It's like when you're acting in something, if you're not feeling the emotion that you're trying to convey, sometimes it feels a bit like you're not giving all you can give, which isn't necessarily true, because sometimes things come across differently. Like you wouldn't want to go to concerts if people were sobbing their way through their own songs all the time. But it's definitely sort of part of the creative process. Yes.
Erica asks, what's your favorite lyric on the album?
Erica, that's a very difficult question. What's my favorite lyric? There are little snippets of poems that I've loved that are kind of borrowed from. There's a John Lennon quote in Not the End. There's references to some films that I love, and there's all sorts of things in there. I think enough is full of romance, like I said, from Ordinary Day is a lovely sentiment. I like in Pirate Song how every time it gets to the end of the chorus, it says "Heave ho, blow me down," which is such a like pirate thing to say. And then in the very last time you hear it, it says "Heave ho, don't you let me drown," which I love the switch. I love that it switches just in the last time you hear it. It has a power to it in such a fun song. So I love that. There's lots, but that's just a
Stephanie asked, do you have a song that you like best personally out of the EP?
Well, Rise Up is a very precious sort of song to me, because it was the first one that I sort of finished for it, and it was the one that made me sort of think I have to put this out there, and it sort of has a bit of a hymnal sort of feel to me, which I love. And I just love the strings on it. I think they're beautiful. But I love playing the Pirate Song in my car. I will listen. This is the sort of only one of mine that I will listen to and think, oh, this is a good song.
Latrice asked, what was the process of choosing which songs would be on the EP?
Hi, Latrice. I wanted to have a collection of songs that felt like they go together, and I thought all of these songs were sort of about different perspectives on moments, and they all were about hope and hopefulness, and I love stories about hope. when I'm watching TV, when I'm choosing projects to be in, and certainly when I'm writing stories and songs myself. So these were the ones that felt like they went together in the most cohesive way. There were a couple, including Pirate Song, that at some point weren't working, and so almost it was 4 songs. I almost left off Pirate Song. I almost left off Not the End, and at one point maybe even Ordinary Day. But they, just because they weren't quite there yet. But then when they were, I was desperate to make it all fun.